What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. So I want to show you guys something. I actually want to know if you're experiencing the same thing here. So this comes directly from one of the heads of Costco, seeing a major economic signal here. And he actually told this to their investors there at Costco, sending out a major warning to them, a major economic signal that they're seeing. And I want you to let me know in the comments, let our viewers know in the comments if you're doing the same type of things here. And this could be a major signal to our economy because we know that Walmart and we know that Costco, millions of people shop there. And when we see these type of trends, that a lot of people are starting to shift away from this type of spending and this type of it sends a signal about our economy. So take a look here at this. So the CFO of Costco says that Costco shoppers are shifting away from a specific item and it's an indicator of recession. Here's what they're saying. Costco shoppers were less often choosing to purchase beef or steaks from the store's meat departments in recent months. And guess what they're substituting for? I'll show you here in a second. A trend indicative of a recession, or at least concern for a recession, according to CFO Richard Galanti. He said this speaking with his investors in third quarter earnings call last week. And you know that they're not saying this lightly because you know they're not going to warn their investors unless absolutely needed, right? They're certainly not going to warn their investors and spook them about their own stock prices, right? They said more shoppers were choosing less expensive cuts of meat instead. Quote, historically, we've always seen, like within fresh protein, we've always seen when there's a recession, like whether it was 1999, 2000, 2008, 2009, 2010, like when we've seen the mortgage crisis and the subprime mortgage crisis, we would see some sales penetration shift from maybe beef to poultry, chicken, and pork. Galanti said in a third quarter earnings call last week, we're seeing some of that now when we've seen these past previous major recessions. He also said that he heard from some fellow executives that Costco was seeing some switch to even canned products like canned chicken and canned tuna and things like that. So even below going to other cuts of fresh meat. So even a significant cut there. Products from Kirkland Signature, Costco's private label, we're also seeing increased interest over name brand items, which is, their private label tends to be like a cheaper alternative, but they try to say it's of similar quality, but just a little bit less expensive. Galanti's remarks came in response to a question about the company's quote softer numbers on fresh food sales, though Galanti claimed those sales, albeit weaker than in previous quarters, have been fine overall. So this is they're trying to explain their sales not being as well, and they're warning about the future also in the same breath. He instead said the company's recent dip in daily transactions, down 4.2% worldwide and 3.5% in the US. You can actually see it's down worse worldwide. And we know kind of that the worldwide economies are a little bit worse here. Inflation is actually a little bit worse worldwide than it is in the US. If you've been watching my channel, you kind of know this. Were attributed to fewer customers making big ticket purchases like home furnishing, electronics, than during the 2 years of outsized growth, Costco said during the pandemic. Despite the drop in large discretionary purchases, Costco sales of big ticket items were still, quote, better than the competitors, at least they're trying to claim. Our negative is not as negative as others. So they're saying that other competitors are even worse off, indicating that the economy actually might be worse off than they're portraying here, -4%. And then it also mentions here beef prices. A Colorado rancher says, quote, they're probably going to get more expensive, said Kurt Warner, a Colorado rancher who spoke with KDVR, said of beef prices. The concern now is how, with inflation in all areas being as high as they were, people quit eating beef on a large scale. So that could be even a bigger problem going forward. So, these are some of the concerns here. Do you think that this is just the specific prices of maybe beef and maybe chicken? We also obviously this year had a major bird flu that spoke or spiked the price of eggs, and we're seeing the price of eggs come down a little bit. But are there larger factors at play? I would say yes, which was indicative of Costco's overall sales being down 4%, 4.2%, 3.5% in the US. And they're saying that other stores are down even more, which is, I would say pretty accurate here. And this is kind of really what we're seeing here. Inflation is hitting everybody pretty hard, and now, even going forward, the middle class and the lower class are being hit the hardest. Remember, two-thirds of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And now, with the debt ceiling being signed, student loan repayments are going to start kicking in. That's about 45 million Americans that are going to have to start making those student loan payments. The average student loan payment is about $5,000 a year. People that are on food stamps or SNAP benefits just had a significant cut to those. The pandemic era extra benefits were just gutted. Those are gone now. So people that had that, that's gone. Remember, the average food, extra benefits they're only about $6 a day now. So it's not like people are getting a lot, but that extra little bit of help to actually just help people eat was helping. Now those have been slashed. Now there's going to be work requirements on millions of people that maybe weren't there before. And this could mean that moms may have to go back to the workforce, may not be able to provide, watch their kids. There's a lot of different factors here going on. And it's going to be a struggle for a lot of people, and this is with people already struggling. Two-thirds of Americans already living paycheck to paycheck. Now economic support going away for a lot of people, and a lot of people are saying, what are we going to do? And this is you see the stores already saying, hey, we're already in a recession. We think we're already in a recession, and this is with interest rates already basically at a multi-year high. And I'll keep you up to date here because they could be raising interest rates again. Even if the Fed says we're going to pause, they could stay high for a long time. And remember, these interest rates affect your credit card interest rates, they affect your mortgage interest rates, they affect your car loan interest rates, they affect your personal loan interest rates, and they really even affect your rent because they're affecting the landlord. And when the landlord's affected, what do you think it does to your rent? It makes your rent stay high. So indirectly, it's affecting everybody. Most people have credit cards, so that's credit card interest rates are at the highest they have ever been, ever, averaging 20% or higher, 35% for people with the bad credit or the bad credit cards that are just stuck with, what they can get. And it's just really economically, it's a pretty tough time for hundreds of millions of people all around the world, not even just Americans. I mean, I have some viewers that I have some people that say, Jimmy, or we watch a show, we're from Europe, and we're like, we're dealing with the same stuff here. So I can't just mention just Americans now because people are dealing with this same stuff all around the world. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts here. I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here around the world. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe down below. Click the bell icon so you don't miss out on new videos. And let me know your thoughts if this is what you're experiencing as well. Also, thanks for liking, and please share these videos so that other people can know this information, and it also helps our channel grow. Here's some videos you should watch next. Millions of people are under a code red. You can see here in this video, and Walmart is actually going through some massive changes. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.